Alright, welcome back everyone. Here we are through step 18. Got our sort of most of our interior there and one of the side walls. I finally figured out that is the back wall and this is the side wall. Made some good progress. I think it's going to look really good, and this definitely is going to be what I'd call an introductory build. It's going to be one of those that looks really good, but it's also going to be not that difficult to actually do. You know, it's a good, like I say, it's a good balance of if somebody might be interested in it, this would be the one I'd recommend they check out. And if you really want to, you could pull the cat out and just have like a little library scene. It wouldn't be, it's not even required that she be in there. I just like her. But if you're new here, this is what I do. I buy these kits and build them step by step, mostly in real time. You get to see all my successes and all my failures. Now I hopefully fix those inevitable failures as they come up. Upload daily and just trying to have a good time. We're not solving world problems or anything. We're just having fun building silly little models. If you've seen any kits or builds or sets or anything you want me to take a shot at, feel free to drop it in the comments. I'm always looking to add on my list, and I've got the most intelligent audience on YouTube. They'll provide me with nothing but the best options. So get down in here. These are mostly pretty small today. Let's bring them all in tighter. See all the nitty-gritty details. Okay, so we got our stand. Can't tell from this angle. It looks like, yeah, the center one goes to the rear on that. That's this guy. Okay. And this guy on this end. Yeah, that's going to sort of create that sort of sense of depth with the being layered like that. That's cool. I think I'm going to try and do a shorter video today. I'm not sure if it'll work. I meant to do that yesterday, but it didn't happen. But, I think I've been getting a little bit out of hand with the long videos here lately, so I think I want to sort of try and rein it in closer to that 30-minute mark. Seems to be, I think, a reasonable watch time. Oops. Let me got that dark on that end. I don't want to have that big light spot peeking out at me. And if it don't work out, then I'll go back to what I was. You know, so I'm not averse to doing the longer ones, but I don't want to dominate your time. So let's see, then you dark enough to sort of blend. Yeah. Okay, matches at the bottom. Okay. Yeah, sort of eased it in there. Yeah. All right. But let's say I think I feel y'all are being extremely generous just watching my videos, let alone any extended amount of time on them. We're going to make, I think, quick progress on the first bit today, and then we're going to slow down as we go on. Got another cat hiding in a little nook here. Okay, and that one's pretty loose, but she's poking out. And that's pretty good resemblance to my cat, Neo. She's a black cat. There we go. And she likes to get in little confined spaces too, come to think of it. I wouldn't mind that. Okay. Okay, so peeking out of the cat-shaped holes. That's good. Alright, set you aside. And move on to our next little bit. Get another shelf. Little doodads and who's its and what's it in there. Yeah, I didn't try and read this one. Something. It's got pictures of the cats on the front, so it must be a cat book. Okay. Oh. Put our little doily down. We got our sort of outline right there to line it up with, I think. I think we're going to bend it down eventually, but I'm going to wait for a second because it'll be hanging down below our ledge there, so I'm going to wait until it gets in place to bend it over. And until the humidity's getting up here, everything's sticking to me on the paper. You go on that little flower pot, and we stack up our book first. Quill on top of it, and pocket watch over next to it. So it goes right here, sort of. It's going to be the middle of our little doily to start with. Make sure I got clearance back there on that hole, which shouldn't be an issue. Doesn't look like. A little swizz around, spread that glue out. Another drop. Put our quill in place. And one more drop right up there. That's where our stopwatch is going to end up. Or stopwatch. Pocket watch. Okay. Seems like I grabbed a lot more pieces of this. May have been distracted watching QI. Alright, and okay, so this guy goes in. Into our middle. Down here where put the pressure on it without breaking anything, I hope. I think it seems pretty. I'm gonna put a drop of glue in there just to tack that in place up here. I'm not gonna. Not looking to do structural work, just enough to make sure it stays where it will be. A little, like I said, just a dab up there at the very top. Make sure it stays presentable. Okay. Now, guys, go on either side here with our notch facing the back. Same this side. And then this guy across the top. That's a good little window frame situation going there. Okay. I might even be stretching to get to 30 minutes today. Looks like I'm going to go pretty quickly, but I think we're about to start doing some wiring, so I think I'll slow us down. Got a little snow scene in there. First glance, I thought it was Big Ben, but that's not a clock. I mean, I think it's a clock tower, but it's not that one. Looks Looks European to me. I'm not sure. But I guess that's going to be the scene outside here. Alright, so we start. Get our yeah, everything comes in. The bottom here. Oh, need the brackets here. All of them up. That's going to get irritating. I'm going to drain my battery before I can get to. Okay. Looks like you have plenty of room to move stuff around once it's in the brackets. So it's got a nice loop to it. Let's look on the outside. Well, it actually blends in pretty good there. Okay. Stand. Still all of them up through the next step. Okay. So it's supposed to end up down here according to the plan. Okay, I'm just going to take the batteries out. One of them out. These are about, yeah, they're approximately the same length, so that works with what the instructions are saying. Then go sideways to this one. They're not. I think I'm going to plug in the hot glue gun because I think we may need to tighten these up here and here. I didn't think I'd need it tonight, so I didn't plug it in. I thought, it's just one light, how bad can it be? Okay. These are supposed to be... Let's see. I'm going to go... Try to set up. I want to go my out of order thing again. I don't think I do, but I also do. Yeah, I think I am going to go a little out of order. Yeah, go ahead and work on the roof. And I did hit this with a coat of white paint, a couple of coats actually, just to, I think maybe get some reflect. You know, it's not going to be much. It's going to be mounted right against it, so I don't know how much it's going to reflect, but maybe get a little more spread of the light. I'm not sure if it'll work or not, but that's sort of my rationale behind it. Okay, so we got, this guy goes on here, I think. Yeah, got the, well, yeah, the light goes at the front, which is here. Yeah. Okay, so go ahead and run these guys. Okay, so is there a, okay, and there's our, that's supposed to be our power button, or where our touch sensor goes anyway. So we go on to view from here. Brackets going. Like that, and our light gets, okay, the light gets one of the famous 90-degree bends on the fitting. I'll just bend it back here a little bit. I'm trying to get, I think, just a touch further back into there. Maybe get a little more light spread out. Okay. Get stuck to my instructions, so I'm going to move that other way. Okay, so it'll be in like that. Yeah, I think probably we'll need some of our super glue, the hot glue, to really get these guys stabilized. But let's see, I'm in red and black, so that's these two. See if I can't pull you relatively snug. And same with this one. You guys back. And our sensor goes on about right there. So let me use some of my little glue dots that I had left over. Seemed to work okay the last time I did this. Peel off the backing. Add a little glue residue. There. Alright, we're gonna need you after a while, that last bracket. Okay, so I probably made things more difficult on myself as far as moving these two pieces around simultaneously, but I think that's because now I can, like I said, the window gets mounted into that hole, so I'm gonna try and run me some hot glue right, maybe like that. Should be good to go. A few more seconds, maybe get some shut up a little bit if I that a little bit down there. And same up here maybe. Too far, got greedy. Okay. Oh, now that I got them ganged together, I'll just put a dab underneath where I want it to be and glue it to there. Okay. Same thing over here, except I'll learn from a mistake. Put the glue down, then, because this is going behind. Picture, where does this go behind? Okay, so this will just be back behind our window. It's just going to be, I think that's all it's going to be hiding it. So Alright. Alright, I think that'll put this in check. Now I'm trying to see, I think, back to my wiring, look ahead. I think. Okay, our cat bookshelf's going to be here, so that's going to, no. It must be mounted into the floor over there, so. Okay. Actually, at this point I can do the top part. I get our window in here. Our wires into our notches there. Yep. That side's cooperating anyway, so I'll just get you. Okay, two down. That's good. Let's be a little more. No, it's got some. It's raised up, so that's good. Okay. And okay. So now. That was, I know I haven't been calling them out, that was step 24, putting the window on. 23 was doing the wiring. Now, still trying to decide if I want to. Okay, so our wiring, okay, is going to go through this notch down here. So yeah, I'm gonna do one more dab of hot glue. So just keep them situated together, I think. I'm gonna go, this is where our floor is going to go in, so I'll do some about up here. Got a bunch of wires on this one too. Push everybody down, bring it. Yep. Okay. And now step 26 was this part up here. So we're going to be doing both parts of 27 is to put, 25 and 27 is doing, we're about to do together. Okay, yeah. I think I'm getting myself arranged correctly. Now I'm not going to make 30 minutes. What's the next step? I think actually I think I'm just going to go and finish it tonight. I don't have near as much left to do as I thought I did. I thought there was other parts. I guess I've already done the front side. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I've only got like 2 steps left. Yeah, so I think. Yeah, I'll do this part and then we'll finish up tonight. Like I said, I thought I had another good bit to go. Yeah. Okay. Change of plans for me, but it's not going to be a significant addition, I don't think. Okay. Where am I at? Put on. Okay. Bring in our platform. Throw a widen out for this because it's a little bit bigger pieces. And our little Nook goes in there. Okay. Then I'll try and Okay, not him. Okay, I'm going to force these this way. I guess where my slack will be. Now, you put the back and the bottom. So you're going to go in right there. And our floor in. Popped right in there. And, okay, there's nothing to lock in on the top. I guess once we put the other side on, that'll square everything up. Right now, it's doing a good job of hiding that wiring from the front. Okay, I think I need to do a little push in here. I think the wires. Yeah, it's just once we lock the other side in, that'll square us up. Okay. So I'm going. Oh, I didn't get that one all the way in here. Let's. Oh, I forgot to color in the sides on the roof. I did that everywhere else, I think. Let me get these guys. My big boy Sharpie. I'm not sure that's going to show, but I'll hit it anyway. And get into these little notches here. Yeah. Okay, that sort of blended them in a little bit. Okay. Yeah, like I said, once I get the other side on, I can do some real pressure to get everything going. Okay, so let me grab a few more pieces, and I'll be right back, and we'll wrap this thing up tonight. Alright, I'm ready to make a run at this thing, but I did forget there's one more spot for, well, we got down here for one more of our brackets or wire guides or whatever. So we gang, maybe I can gang them up and hopefully get you in there. Missed one, I think. Okay. Go from the bottom and catch them all. Or maybe not. Got you. Okay. Didn't feel like didn't sound like that's going in. Usually it makes a little squeaky sound. Yeah, but I believe it did. Yeah. Okay. And let's see, this guy goes in under a little. Maybe stowed. Here it says, and behind our fireplace. Okay, that's where it's eventually going to live. Okay. Good fireplace. I keep messing that up. Okay, now where am I at? Okay, did that. So bring this guy in. Got us a couple of picture frames and our lock mechanism, which they're all the same size. One's supposed to be different. Let's see here. Okay, maybe they're not. Nothing. They were all D10s. Okay. So, a little. And one of. That's you. Those guys. Okay. So we'll start with our picture frames. A little extra on that first blob. Huh. That makes a difference. Through there. And our little dog tag. Okay, that's not the right one. Must be a different one. D10. D10. Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah, that's going to make a difference. Definitely the wrong one. Okay. And it goes out back, so that's the part that's going to show, so hit that. You go in there. Then our little dog taggy. Okay, so that'll operate our. Okay, and I'm still not crazy about this mechanism. I don't. Doesn't seem to be very secure. On the ones I've used before, anyway. Okay. So we are now about a few minutes of sticky time. Put on our other wall. Way back at the very first step, or it says it's step 4, but let's say we started putting this stuff together on step 1. So we're going to go in down there. And yeah, this across there. So I got those walls, eyeball. Okay, now I'm going to go to assembling our front bit while I let that glue get sticky. So we got our little door situation going. So and get to build a latch between them. So it's a new one. Okay, so U, T for the latch. That's our hooks, and that's mounts our hinges on. Okay, so this is one. These guys, they say it's like that with our circular hole down there. That's where our latch goes through. This comes in through there, down there, maybe. Okay, maybe. No. Okay. Okay, now I got it squared in. Okay. And these guys, that's us. here. Here. Basically work, this spins around to catch both of those so it'll hold it closed. I think that's a very nice mechanism, I think. And then get our hinge points on here, and that's looks like, oh no, they're top and bottom, so you do have to, I guess I can do the bottom ones first. Let's sink them into the hinges. That should get our top guys lined up. Yep, there they are. We got door opening action. Lock it to keep it in place. Yeah, nice. Okay. So that glue should be, it's warm enough where that glue should be pretty sticky by now, so I'm gonna mount that back wall. So it comes back in again, I hope. I'm gonna put the battery in first. Always a kerfuffle to get that thing out of that little bitty. Not quite long enough to go that way, but wires getting away the other way. Some you just onto the back. I can tell you that the light switch works because it just came on. Get everybody together. And let's knock these down. And where's the... Okay, there it is. I don't know if that white paint helped or not. I can't really see. I got... Yep. I need to turn my light back on so I can... I think I am going to have to do a different, better bend on the light here. Something more along those lines because I wasn't getting any light on her. Still getting very little light on her in person. Okay, but you know, like a nice well lit little library. Find my spot. And it should just be a matter of dropping this in. Got our and you got a little, it is going to have, okay, that is the dust cover. So, got nice It's a nice small book nook. This is probably a paperback size book nook. It's definitely, you know, not nearly as robust as some of the other ones I've done. It's not robust, that's the wrong word, but not nearly, you know, it's not a big, large one. Let's say we got dust cover, and let's say we got a little slot there. So inside pre-filled for us, lined up. Oh, I missed. Okay, there it goes. I didn't realize it had a dust cover, but it does. It goes locked in there. Nice clear dust cover as well. So I'll take you back down. Yeah, that is a nice little book nook. Like I said at the beginning, I think I would, if you've ever even considered getting into building book nooks, this is a good one to get your feet wet on. This gets you really, I say it's really, comes out really looking good, not overly complicated, plenty of little fun. Oops, I forgot to put that doily over there to see if I can get my really thin dust cover. I said I was going to bend that thing over when I finished it up. Okay, so there. A little doily hanging down there. Okay, doors, fun. Alright. Let's say this is, and I looked it up last night, but I put the link in the description, but there actually was at the time of filming in the States anyway, it was a 20% discount coupon on this one, which, like I say, I'm satisfied with it. But like I say, it came out looking really good. I'm pleased with all the results. I like, you know, a little more cartoony, but I sort of have a little whimsy every now and then. Probably do another book nook tomorrow. This one was pretty easy, so I think it's a good. This is a good palette cleanser, I'd say. So we'll move on to maybe a little more challenging book nook tomorrow. But for right now, thanks for watching, everybody. Like, subscribe, comment, complain, share, do whatever you want to with all that. Be good to one another, stay safe, and click on a link. There's my channel up there. There's my other channel. It's a little more experimental thing. This is what YouTube thinks you should be watching, and this is the build to both the playlist to both the videos on this build. I'll see you tomorrow.